In northern Portugal, there is an ancient breed of pony that still roams freely in the mountains. For generations, this endangered breed has been a part of the lives of local families and their traditions.
Hello, equestrians and adventure fans. My name is Alyssa, and I am on a quest to ride every breed. In this episode, we are in the oldest village in Portugal, and it is time to meet my final Portuguese breed.
The Garrano horse is originated from the Celtic horse. It's one of the most antique bloodlines.
Hi, sweetheart. Good boy.
Wow, I love their coloring too. It's just such a rich bay.
In our case, this is like a hobby, you know? This is not our main life. My dad was a teacher. He's now retired since about last year. And I'm an electronic engineer for cars, so...
So this is the hobby.
This is the hobby, yeah, but it's a hobby that we love so much, mainly because of my dad. He started all of this 40 years ago when he got his first Garrano horse. And yeah, the love just spread through the family. So now we are working on preserving the breed. So that's our hobby, to help preserve a breed that we love and is so linked with traditions from here, the north of Portugal. So this is what we do.
And I love how you're bringing the nenext generation into it as well. Oh, that's so cool.
Because the Garrano horse is so linked to family. It's such a connection. It doesn't make sense not to have the rest of the family involved. This is our newest edition with my mare, which is this one, Estrela, which translates to star. I started riding with her when she was 3 years old and I was about 5.
She's been a part of your whole life, basically.
Ever since I remember, actually.
So this area really is where the breed originated, right?
Yeah. It's from the Minho region, which is the area that you are in right now, Ponte Lima. And Vieira do Minho is where you will find most of the wild herds. On their mountains. You can see them as well in the paintings on the Vila Nova de Foscoa. The engravings on the stones from our ancestors, they have many similarities with the Garrano horse. You see the head and also the thick neck that they have. They are short, and so it is believed that represents the Garrano horse from that time. And from then on, he was used mainly to keep the biodiversity of the mountains, and also then used to traction to the fields, to work with the human, for the crops and everything.
So they really have been a part of the history of Portugal for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. This one is 100 years old, or maybe more. I call that my saddle because I started on her, and it's my favorite actually. This one is the middle saddle. So this, as you can see, it's very similar to this one, but you can see here that it's shorter here on the sides, and it's to have the mobility. We usually ride with this. It can be used for laying down, for example, in the mountains, but it's mainly here because it's to protect our knees from the spikes of the mountains that have that thick bushes. Regarding this, the stirrups, these are made with brass, so they are quite light, because the traditional ones, they are made with wood and they are quite heavy.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, it's like twice the weight or more.
Or more, yeah.
Why did your dad end up getting involved with the breed? There's different breeds around. Yeah. How did that happen?
Here in Ponte Lima, we have the traditional festivities here. They are called Feiras Novas, and it was like a big market for cattle. And when my dad was a kid, maybe 7 years old or something, he saw these thousands of Garrano horses coming on foot to the village for cattle trading. And he was in love by the numbers, by their morphology, and he said, well, one day I will have my Garrano horse. And once he had the opportunity, maybe at 25 years old or something, he got his first one, his first mare. And then, up to now.
He looks beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love just the traditional look about him with the blanket in the front and those stirrups. Every time I get on a new horse, it's so fun because no matter how many horses you ride, every single one is different.
Yeah.
And their training and just their personalities, and then also the feel. You know, each saddle feels a little different, especially one like this.
The average height for the breed ranges from 123 to 135 centimeters at the withers. Although small, they are known for their strength and sure-footedness in difficult terrain. Some of them are also gaited. They are mostly bay in color, have black manes that often fall to both sides, as well as black tails. Each year, the wild herds are rounded up for branding and deworming. To maintain the breed's purity, each Garrano has to go through 2 evaluations, including testing of their DNA, inspection of movement, character, and conformation. They are considered to have a valuable genetic heritage due to their high rate of genetic variability. In 1938, there were approximately 40,000 of them. However, they are now classified as endangered, with fewer than 2,000 remaining in Portugal. The Breed Association and local breeders are actively working to raise awareness of the breed and explore additional uses, such as for mountain equestrian tourism and therapeutic riding.
This is so beautiful here. I don't think I've ever ridden through a vineyard before.
Let me know if you've ever heard of this breed in the comments below.
This one here is the traditional Portuguese saddle. This one was custom made to our Garrano horses. They are on the smaller side because they are more used for the Lusitanos, and therefore they are bigger horses, bigger saddles. So this one was made a bit shorter for us.
A traditional Portuguese saddle on a traditional Portuguese horse. What is your favorite thing about the breed?
I think it's their temper, actually, because you can work with them. I mean, you have to work with them. They do bond with the person in a way that I'm not sure other breeds do, but at least it's what I know, it's my feeling. They have character, and if you fight it, it's going to be a disaster. But if you take their character and work with that character, then the bond is incredible. You ask them things and they are so willing and so noble, so I really love their temper. Aside of course from the morphological part, they are very resilient during the mountains. They can go for hours and hours and miles, and they do seem that they do not get tired. So combining that with their wonderful temper, they are such a good breed. And I just love them.
So cool. Started with your dad,
Yeah.
and now it has been a lifelong family tradition that is, you know, it's for the breed, but it's also for you as a family,
Yeah.
and that's so special.
It is special. They are part of the family.
Yeah.
Horses bring an incredible joy that resonates across generations. During my quest, I have seen this joy all around the world. As we work to protect these rare breeds, they remind us of the deep connections we share, like seeing the same smile from a granddaughter and a grandfather. It's moments like these we find not only happiness, but the essence of life itself.